Hi, walking in your shoes. The proposed host is Adam Shamil, and the reason why we propose him is because he can speak 2 languages very well, Melayu and Bahasa Inggris, and can relate to people easily. The first episode we will talk about I Cannot See It, and it talks about the blindness. Second episode we'll talk about I Can't Hear That, and it's about the deafness. Third will be I Am Not That Fine, and it'll talk about Meniere's disease. Number 4, It Is Not Funny, it'll talk about Tourette disorder. I Can't Remember, we'll talk about dementia. I Am Normal Too, we'll talk about epilepsy. I Am Clean, we'll talk about skin disease, the psoriasis. I Am Not Lazy, we'll talk about lupus. Bear With Me Please, we'll talk about autism. I Am Not Crazy, we'll talk about bipolar disease. I Am in Pain, we will talk about cancer. Don't Touch is an episode we talk about OCD. And finally, episode 13, we'll talk about I Am Beautiful, also about cancer. How do we plan to do it? We plan to do it in 6 segments. We will cover the area of what, who, why, when, where, how, and the conclusion. First, we will introduce the host, and then later we will bring in the doctor's explanation. We will choose a specialist doctor for each type of diseases or types of sickness. And then we will introduce the patient and his story. Later, we will show the patient's struggles, and as we are telling all these 5 elements, the graph will go up emotionally, and then it will crash when the parents or the patient, they will be sharing the time when they were in denial. Slowly, we will bring into the patient's acceptance, family support, treatments, public ignorance, and the causes to their low motivation. Later, we will show the brutal truth of how our society have been treating these people. And later, we will bring some elements to ensure that the audience will know what to do when they see people with different abilities.
It was well out my price range. Insurance said it's cosmetic. My hearing is cosmetic.
And it's really nice to meet you again. I met you briefly a few days ago.
Momentarily, but I still can maintain my focus. For example, no! Ooh, see, so like, yeah.
Subang.
Ada anjing ah? Tunggu.
Naik. Mengatur tak boleh bang.
Tak boleh bang.
Ini untuk orang buta punya ni bang.
Tak boleh bang, ini anjing tak boleh.
My schoolmates, of course, used to make fun. Instead of calling me by just my name, Jeremy, they would sounds back then I used to know was so they would call me Jeremy. Teachers felt I was a distraction to the rest of the class. I would actually be put to sit outside of the class. In order for me to live a normal life, I have to be treated normally.
He'll take the school bus, he don't get special treatment, he take part in all the school activities. We have never said, okay, don't want to bring him up to our meal outside, or we avoid going to a certain place because his symptoms may act up. We don't do that.
Why cannot? Why cannot? This is my guide dog. It's not a pet.
Have you ever sort of like driven past like a roadblock?
Yeah, I have. I'm like, oh my god, and keep quiet, calm down, act normal. Because that's like my biggest fear, you know, being alone and caught in the car and like being dragged to the police station. And I got a call for someone to vouch for my sanity. So I'm like, oh no!
Yeah.
I've learned to overcome that by using a metronome There was one day when the metronome wasn't working. I was actually standing there for quite a while, not being able to get dressed. Ellie actually noticed it. She came and asked me what's wrong, and I said my metronome was not working. Immediately she just started making the sound.
I made that song for my father so he can concentrate.
The main motivation for me to do this is to raise public awareness about it, because it is something, it's not a very common thing, and most of the time people actually meet me and tell me that I'm the first person that they've met that has this condition.
You are the first person I've met in restaurants.
So in that sense, education is key, as well as, I would say, compassion, empathy, and kindness go a long way. So marrying everything together, I just hope that my little effort can actually help other people, not only with Tourette's, but like people with this special abilities or the differently able.
Have you ever seen certain people behaving rudely or awkwardly in public? Do you ever wonder why they are not behaving properly while they are in public places? Do you feel offended or uncomfortable with their actions and blame them or their family for not controlling the so-called unpleasant or unaccepted attitude? Let me give you an example. One 40-year-old woman with Tourette disease did not ask for it. She tried to do the most basic things like all of us. However, her body has auto-reflex that reacts on anything that can tick her responses. Sometimes it's verbal, sometimes it's her body movements. She just can't control it. So with those kind of things that we will see from random people, how can we react well to it and not make them feel like they are any lesser than us? Every individual wants to be treated fairly, whether they are normal, able people or differently able people. Either way, we are all special. Thank you.